Hello, everybody. Hope y'all are doing well. Having another morning coffee. You know how we do it around here for these lives. If you're here with us, drop a chat. Let us know you're watching. Hello, hello. How are you doing, Beatrice? Thank you for tuning in. We're making some coffee this morning. I like to do my morning coffee with y'all because I'm glad to hear that. Happy New Year. Hope your year's off to a good start. Today we are checking out this coffee from Black and White Coffee Roasters. Yeah, of course, you're welcome. This is called The Natural, and it is by Black and White Coffee Roasters. This has been one of my favorite ones I've had so far. It's got a real dark fruit note to it, and I really dig that. A lot of this coffee has a similar flavor profile. It can get a little less memorable. This one's super rich, super flavorful. Been very much so digging it. These pods are also recyclable, which is really nice. Take care of the earth, you know. I'm making a mess here. What's everybody up to today? How are y'all starting, ringing in the new year? Oh, thank you, Beatrice. That's very kind of you. I appreciate the support. Cheers to you. If you're drinking coffee along with me, let me know what y'all are drinking. Oh yeah, I really like this one. Dark fruity notes from this. I get like a muddled berry or muddled dark cherry kind of thing. It's really good. Oh, such a good cup of coffee. If you have New Year's plans, New Year's goals or resolutions, drop them in the chat. I want to hear them. I personally can't say I really have any, but I am hoping to have a good year, of course. I historically really haven't done the whole resolution thing too much, just because not that I think I'm smarter than everyone else. I think it's great to set New Year's resolutions, but hello, Aiden Abbott. Thank you very much for tuning in. How are you doing today? Happy New Year. We are checking out this Black and White coffee. It's from Black and White Coffee Roasters. I've been pretty good, surviving. So far, so good this year. Good vibes thus far. How have you been? Sipping on this Cometeer. Oh, I'm glad to hear that. You got any goals or resolutions for this new year? Anything you're hoping to accomplish or any progress? Thank you. I hope you have a great 2026 as well. It's certainly not a perfect world right now, but I hear you, Aiden. Nothing wrong with that. I was just starting to say, I don't really set resolutions too much myself, just because, I don't know. I don't like to wait till the beginning of the year to start stuff. For me, last couple years it's been exercise and health, and I started that, and I feel like I've reached my goals, and so now it's just about maintenance. So I don't want it to go away in the new year, I guess, if that's a resolution. I don't want to pump the brakes or anything like that. I want to keep going with that kind of stuff. So that's kind of where I'm at. But other than that, just hoping to make progress this year and stay healthy, maybe even get even healthier. So, and I'm going to drink lots of coffee. That is the goal for sure. Anyone got exciting weekend plans? It's already Friday. It felt like the weekend already because I was busy working on New Year's Eve, and it was like felt like a party. Um, but that was only Wednesday. I kept forgetting yesterday was Thursday because it felt like it was already Thursday the day before. This is a really good cup of coffee, though. I'm very much enjoying it. For those who are just tuning in, so this is Cometeer coffee. I just did a big long form review video on my channel about this coffee. Not sponsored, promise you that, but it's basically like flash frozen liquidized coffee that you just add water to, and it's really high quality. It's not like instant coffee level. It's very good. This is a medium roast called the Natural, and it's from Black and White Coffee Roasters through Cometeer Coffee. Thus far, I've been very impressed with Cometeer. Enough so that I actually got a subscription to it, and I've been giving my feedback on the flavor notes and stuff, and I have liked a big percentage of the coffees they've tried, and I definitely haven't disliked any of them. They're good. Some of them are just better than others. Some of them are really quite good. Some of them are not that memorable. But thus far, this Black and White, the Natural, is probably in my top 5 for sure that I've had, if not one of the better 2 or 3 thus far. Definitely the most unique of all of them. Oh yeah, a very, very good cup of coffee. Popcorn. I appreciate that. Beatrice, I will ask you the same question. Do you have any New Year's goals, resolutions, plans, anything you're hoping to accomplish or keep up this year? Energy drinks, yeah. Aiden, what's your energy drink of choice? I'm curious. I've done Celsius. I've done, obviously, like Monster, Red Bull, that stuff. Rockstar. Amp, is that one of them? Water is definitely the best thing you can drink. Yeah, it's been many, many years since I've had Monster, but I remember having it in my youth and being like, wow, this is like the best tasting thing I've ever had in my life. And then I didn't sleep for that whole night, and it was fun. And then my parents were like, you are not drinking Monster. But I like Monster, the classic like green logo one. The blue low sugar one is pretty much just as good. There's that white can too. I don't really know what the difference is, but I've had sips of them. I think Red Bull tastes good too. I just really enjoyed the taste of coffee, so I gravitate towards coffee and drink lots of it each day. Mostly black coffee. Um, my personal preference is to kind of steer clear of having too much extra sugar in my diet, just because I fell into that trap before, and it just made me get quite unhealthy. And sugar is very addicting. I like it. We all like it. It's certainly a drug itself, but I try to moderate my amount. I'm not like a total freak about it, but I do try to be somewhat moderate with it, just for health reasons and keeping my weight in check. A few years ago, my weight just totally skyrocketed, and I got the heaviest I've ever been by leaps and bounds. And so the last few years I've been really working hard to lose weight, and then I'm at a weight I want to be at now. I'm happy with where I'm at, and so now it's about maintenance. So getting back to that idea of New Year's goals and plans. Yes, I agree, Beaches. It's very easy to get addicted to sugar. It's like once you get a little taste of it, you want to keep going. Same thing with like candy and stuff, which is obviously sugar too, but I have to, I'm like an all or nothing person. I can't just have one little bite, you know. It's like, oh man, I gotta have more. I can't just can't put the bag down, gotta keep going. And it's, before you know it, you have a terrible stomach ache, and it's like, oh man, I ate that whole bag of candy. So yeah, it's tough. I think coffee has been a good replacement for that kind of stuff, because it's still, you can taste stuff that's good. It doesn't really have the undesired ingredients in there of sugar, but you get kind of that, they call it oral fixation, meaning you know, it's the same reason people either want to like smoke cigarettes or eat unhealthy snacks. We just like to. Ooh, good question, Aiden. My favorite candy. I love the sour stuff, so I like any sour candy. I do like Sour Patch Kids. That's probably not my absolute favorite, but I like those kind of. I'm not as big of a chocolate person. I like sweet tarts. I really dig. I like those Nerds gummy clusters. Those are delicious. I'm a big fan of any of that fruity sour type of candy. That's more my cup of tea, or should I say coffee, than like I do like chocolate, but I'm not as big of a chocolate head. I like Skittles a bunch. Lime Skittles, the OG green ones, that's the best flavor if you ask me. So I like that stuff. Yeah, sweet tarts I'm a big fan of, like I said. That's one of my favorites. What else? Warheads, I loved those as a kid. Haven't had those in years, but I love the sourness, and then after the sourness wears off, they're actually good, really sweet and tasty. So I like that. Yeah, all that stuff is really good to me. How about you, Aiden? Favorite candy? Oh, so sad. My coffee's done. We're gonna, if you haven't been on our lives before though, lately, for these kind of like morning streams, I've been cooking some breakfast as I'm on here as well. So I'm gonna do that before I hit the gym, get a little protein going. So, ooh, Reese's. I love Reese's. Good call, good choice. I definitely like that. I'll be back in like 1 second. I'm just getting a couple eggs. I'm gonna make a little omelet here. Egg time. It is time for eggs. Cracking our eggs here. I'll be right with y'all. All right. Thanks for your patience for those who have waited around. So we're making some eggs today. I'm just gonna eat them raw like this. That's how I roll. No, I'm just kidding. I'm gonna make an omelet. So just beat them up, get them nice and homogenized, blended together. And then we're gonna make a little omelet. I like to do like French style omelets. Those of y'all that have seen my lives before have watched me make them. Am I an expert? No, but I definitely make omelets that taste very good to me. So I guess that's all that matters at the end of the day, right? Yeah, we just get our eggs nice and beaten up. I add a little pinch of salt when I'm making the eggs in this style. I know if you're like a Gordon Ramsay fanatic, he's like very adamant that you should never add salt or seasoning to your eggs because it breaks down and denatures the protein. And for that exact reason, if I'm making scrambled eggs, I don't do this, but for an omelet, I want it nice and like uniform in its texture and I want it blended together. I do add a little salt. It makes it easier to like blend together. You can see we want to get the whites out of there. For a French style omelet, the goal is to just have it be like a creamy, uniform yellow color, right? And so if you get the whites blended in nice, it's a nice texture. It's a nice, uniform, silky smooth, delicious, creamy omelet. That's the goal here. What is everyone's favorite breakfast food to eat? I've been gravitating towards omelets. I just do 2 eggs, add a little low-fat feta cheese as well, get a little protein in there. It's delicious, and yeah, it's a good way for me to start the day. I'm curious what y'all like. Do you guys eat breakfast or not? For many, many years, I was team no breakfast at all, but it actually, I'm pretty convinced there's a correlation. I started, ooh yeah, eggs and bacon cannot go wrong. How do you like your eggs, Aiden? You do like sunny side up, scrambled? No lunch? I hear you. Are you just like a two meal a day kind of person? I think there's something to be said about bigger meals and fewer of them in the day. The opposite, I think, could be true too, more small meals. Yeah. That sounds like sunny side up or over easy, something like that. I'm a big fan of that. Get that runny yolk for sure. If y'all haven't checked them out, I recommend you check out a couple of my latest long form videos that I've uploaded. I think they're pretty good ones. Coffee review, and then I did a review of the Arby's new sandwich. It's like a Italian beef dip. Sandwich was actually really good, but I think my review is very thorough, and if you're curious about that product and don't want to spend the money on it unless you know it's good or bad, check out that review. I think it'll be a good watch. Little shameless plug for the channel here. I appreciate any viewership and liking, commenting, subscribing. That's all very kind and appreciated. I'm a very small YouTuber. I'm definitely not one of those people with a ton of subscribers or anything, but any support helps. And I would love to be able to do this a little bit more. And so your support definitely allows that to happen more. So thank you very much. That's my small shameless plug for the channel. I do think our videos are good on here, and if you're just discovering us from these live streams and you like the concept of like food reviews, I appreciate that, Aiden. Much appreciated. Very kind of you. My reviews are nothing fancy, but I do think I do a thorough job, and I try to not be too biased, because you never know with reviews what you're getting. Sometimes the reviews are like people who are paid to say a product's really good and they're not actually authentically reviewing it. It's not the case for me. I'm not tied to any companies. I'm just someone with a little extra time on my hands from time to time who like to check out products and give my thoughts, you know. All right, these eggs are about as blended up as they're gonna get with a fork like this. I'm gonna go get my pan ready, and then I'll bring you all with me to make this omelet. All right, headed to the stove. You can see we got some butter heating up here. Y'all didn't think you'd be getting a cooking show on top of a coffee review, huh? That's how we roll around here. Got to get the pan nice and coated. This is a good non-stick pan, but I still like to keep the butter evenly dispersed throughout. Makes it easier to maneuver the omelet, right? Good morning, Memphis Trap. How you doing? We're starting off the morning here, making a little omelet action. Thank you for tuning in, my friend. Happy New Year to you. Getting these eggs nice and beaten up. Let's go. Get in that pan. All right, I got the heat nice and low. And you see, as the egg starts to cook on the outside, we bring it to the middle. Keep the heat kind of evenly dispersed. Keep the level to which the egg is cooked uniform throughout. That makes for a good omelet. But basically, you don't want the egg to really stop moving much at all in this early phase. That's the key to getting it nice and uniform and not clumpy, not unevenly cooked. All that stuff. I do this probably 3 to 5 times a week, so I've gotten some good practice in over the last few months of working on the French omelet. I'm like a creature of habit with my food. I like get fixated on one food, and then I want to make it all the time for a period of time. And so I get better at it, and then I'm like, I don't want to eat that anymore. That's kind of how the food stuff goes for me. Memphis, you got any New Year's goals or resolutions, or are you just trying to keep on keeping on? Don't buy extra shampoo, I hear you. Yeah, you only got to shampoo like 2 or 3 times a week anyway. It's better for the scalp. I used to shampoo like every day all the time, and man, was I wrong. So naive. Same routine, I hear you. I was saying earlier before you tuned in, Memphis, I don't really set New Year's resolutions myself because it's like, I don't know, for me personally, I don't want to wait till the start of the year to do whatever it is I want to do. I just want to, like you said, keep the same routine going, keep grinding in the same way. Why wait till January 1st to do that, you know? Time isn't real anyway, it's just a concept, so there's no time like the present to do whatever you want to do. No need to make excuses or nothing like that. I'm just gonna keep drinking good coffee, making omelets, you know. Yeah, go to bed at the same time. Are you early to bed type of person or night owl? I personally, since I tend to work really late nights, my schedule, but then I have a couple early mornings too, so my schedule's all over the place. But I'm more of the team night owl. Go to bed at like 3 every night, if not later. Which is not good on the days I gotta be up by like 6 or 7. Oh no, I said 6, 7. p.m. That's good. Six, yeah. The kids these days are very much into the 6, 7. You got to be careful. You can't even say those numbers around them anymore. All right, y'all. There's a look at it. Is it the most perfect presentation? No, but definitely looks like it's going to be good. The key with the French omelet is that, and I've said this before, so I apologize if anyone's tuning in there, like, stop saying the same shit over again. But the key is, you see how there's a little bit like running out of here? That's like the texture that is distinct about a French omelet specifically. Want a little gooiness coming out. Shouldn't be fully cooked in the middle. Some people that's disgusting, but to some people that's the only way to do it. I'm one of those people. I don't like an overcooked omelet. It doesn't taste good to me. That's right. $60 at Chef Ramsay's, about 30 cents for me, so you tell me what the better deal is. This is a good one today, though. What's everyone's plans for today? For me personally, I don't have to work today, but I am gonna get some work done since I don't actually have to go to work. So I'm gonna work out, I'm gonna hit the gym. Eating at home is the way to go, man. I'm planning on mostly doing that for January. My work slows down just a little bit. I still got some work, but it does slow down a bit, so I don't want to spend money on like takeout and stuff like that. Buy groceries, meal prep. Try not to go to the store for my wife, I hear you. I do all the grocery shopping for me and my lady as well, so it's I understand where you're coming from. I don't mind it though. We both kind of do stuff to help around. She tends to be the one that does a little bit more cleaning and such, even though I do help with that too, but it's a team effort. Oh, you're in Nirvana. Nice. Another part of my morning routine that I don't think I've shown on here, I take a few vitamins, which is a new thing for me. I never did any of that, but trying to be healthy. I've been trying to be on top of that stuff. So this is what I take. This is just a general multivitamin. Yeah, kids go back to school Monday. It's probably kind of stressful having them home, even though they're happy to be out of school. But so this is a multivitamin. This is vitamin D3, which helps with like if you get the seasonal depression thing when it gets more cloudy and cold out and darker earlier. That helps. And this is vitamin K2, which helps avoid like calcification in your veins, basically. So trying to be diligent about my vitamins. Yeah, you know, definitely can't hurt. This multivitamin is kind of covers a lot of the bases too. So I keep it simple with these few things. So that's a big reason I try to get a good breakfast in each morning, because, you know, it helps with taking the vitamins not on an empty stomach. Oh yeah, vitamin B is good, like the B1, B2 or whatever. I guess that's apparently good for your energy levels and stuff like that. So that's what they say, at least. But yeah, that's kind of bringing us to the conclusion of this live. I'm gonna get cooking here at the gym. I'm gonna put in about an hour of cardio. Hey, how are you? I'm sorry if I butcher the pronunciation. Bayard, CLB Air D40, Illinois. How are you doing? But yeah, we're wrapping up shortly here. Just to summarize, we checked out this Cometeer Black and White coffee roasters. Specifically, this brew is called The Natural, and it's really good. Yeah. I I hear you. Most of it, there are a few things that could be better. I agree, but I like living here. All things considered, as the weather and climate probably gets worse, it's Illinois is kind of a good spot to be in because I feel like we do have some extreme weather, but we don't have like hurricanes and we don't have, knock on wood, fires and stuff. So from that aspect, I try to keep that in perspective. Just looking at the grand scheme of things. I don't even want to get into the political side of things, but I feel good in Illinois in general. There's ugly things happening throughout the world, you know, so including in Illinois. Yeah, I don't know. I guess we got to be careful what we say, but I don't even think it's. Yeah, are you talking like south side of Chicago? Oh yeah, yeah. I work a lot around like Berwyn and stuff like that near Cicero. I don't. I think maybe since '95, it's a bit better. I don't. I personally wouldn't consider it rough at this point, but there's. I mean, there's crime that happens everywhere throughout Chicago, but there's beautiful stuff also in every area. So it's like, it's hard to say where the roughest areas are, you know, because it's like I've witnessed crime happen in most touristy parts of the north side. Oh, nice. Are you talking Hawthorne, the mall, or ooh, North Carolina? Very cool. I follow their basketball team a good amount because I'm a big basketball fan, especially NBA. So it's cool. Like a lot of prospects come out of North Carolina that end up playing in the NBA. The Bulls. I'm a Bulls fan here in Chicago. Bulls have a former North Carolina player on their roster. Definitely, I hear you. There's crime happens everywhere, though. You know, it's it can pop up wherever, but there are certainly areas where it occurs more. Can't deny that. Oh, cool. That's cool. That sounds like a cool job. Did you enjoy that? Yeah, I hear you. Everything seems to be a little less fun as we get older. Totally hear you there. Well, hey, y'all. Thanks for tuning in. I'm going to sign off here because I got some stuff to get done. I'm going to get to the gym, get a workout in. It doesn't snow in North Carolina. Damn. We should give you some of our snow in Chicago because we get a good amount. Hasn't snowed for a few weeks, but, well, it did snow the other day, actually. But, yeah, I would gladly give you some of that snow. But yeah, I appreciate you guys tuning in. Definitely consider checking out some of my other videos if you are just finding us here. We got a bunch of reviews. I just did a review on an Arby's new sandwich randomly. I did a coffee review on this company, Cometeer, checking out their like initial discovery box they send you. So I got a lot of interesting videos. I actually have a Jack in the Box review in the works. I tried just some basic stuff on their menu, like their signature burger, which I had never had before, and then I tried their tacos, which I had never had, and they were really good. So I am gonna drop that video. Thank you for saying that because I'm gonna definitely I'm gonna bring that to the table. That motivates me to get that one done. Thank you for saying that. But yeah, definitely check those vids out. And, if you like them, leave a like, a comment, or a subscribe or whatever. And that all helps. As corny as it sounds to say it, it really does help. So thank you guys very much. Appreciate it, y'all. Have a great one. Enjoy your day. Happy New Year. Stay safe.